What's up everyone, it's Scotty with Money Investing. In this video, we are going to be talking about Meta Platforms, ticker symbol META, because absolutely genius strategy. Well, not really a strategy, but a conversion rate that is incredibly good for how much revenue did Meta pull in with this just one single feature. We talked about it a few weeks ago when Meta first unveiled they are going to be allowing users to pay for the Instagram blue check mark, which obviously has been crowned for, up until now for people that were super important celebrities, of course, people that are famous and actually deserve the blue check mark. But now it's open to everyone if you want to pay for it at around $11.99 to as much as $14.99. Instagram is going to give you that blue check mark if you pay for it. And on the first day of launch, by the way, shout out to Sandeep for presenting this report in our Discord and mentioning it. In the first single day, Meta raked in hundreds of millions of dollars. We're going to dive right into it. We're going to talk a little bit about it. But before we get started, make sure that you drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're just joining us for the first time. The link to our Discord and Patreon is going to be down below. If you're interested in joining us, it's the first week of the month, usually the best time to join. We do have limited spots left. I did open up a couple more spots if you want to join or are interested. And I did create a brand new tier for anybody who's interested in getting my help, and I'm going to be providing an exclusive 5-page report to you on a stock of your choice. So you give me the stock and I will provide you a 5-page report going over the fundamental analysis and technical analysis, my fair values, the strengths, the weaknesses, everything on that company if you're interested. So that's going to be a new tier added down below. The link's going to be down below. And not to mention, there is going to be a 60% off fundamental and technical analysis courses, the bundle, and the coupon code is going to be Easter if you're interested. And that is going to be over 80 plus lectures and 16 hours of content per course, I believe. So over 30 hours of content is going to be included. So that's also going to be available. Link down below. So Instagram sells 44 million blue check marks in one day. This came out on April 4th, and this is how Instagram made $660 million in just 24 hours by selling the crown jewel of Instagram, of social media. That's the blue check mark. So it's been reported that Instagram sold 44 million blue verification checks in one day at $15 a month, making them a whopping $660 million in 24 hours. And that's a new service called Meta Verified, where users would be able to pay a monthly fee to have the blue check mark next to their username, which serves as a form of verification. And users would be able to get the Facebook and Instagram verification for $11.99 and on the web for $14.99 for iOS users. So they're all obviously going to get a lot more features, like similar to what we have for Twitter, like Elon Musk has been doing it. They're going to get more features like longer video uploads, better quality, better feed, better all that stuff, better features in general is what Instagram is planning to launch. I've actually done some analysis, which I want to go over. So Instagram's active daily users is sitting at over 2.27 billion right now. And they just, amassed 44 million paying subscribers, paying users, paying every month. And that's a conversion rate of about 1.93, which is pretty common. That's very, very similar to what you'd expect in this industry. In any industry, the conversion rate is around 1 to 2%. That's pretty average. So that's a very good number here. And pricing $14.99, which is revenue $660 million monthly, but annually, Meta just with this one single feature added close to $8 billion in revenue on an annualized basis. And this is going to be this is one of the highest margin revenue for the company. So you can expect that $8 billion is probably going to yield about a 75 to 80% margin, if not more, considering the Meta has to literally do nothing, just offer new features, and they're going to rake in over $8 billion, close to $8 billion. And the potential for, by the end of this year, the expectation is that the active users are going to grow to 2.5 billion people, and the paid users using that same conversion rate, 1.93%, is going to end up being at over 48.3 million. At the same price, we are looking at $724 million, and that's annualized over $8.6 billion for the company in top line revenue. If they can increase the conversion rate maybe slightly better, improve a lot of features, include a lot of new things that they can offer, and get this number to, let's say, above average, above industry average to 2.25, and now we can't even see the number. It's going to be at over $10 billion of revenue added. Now, I'm not here because I know there's going to be a lot of comments and like, who's willing to pay for Instagram blue check marks, right? Who's going to pay for Twitter check marks? I get it. I'm not paying for it, guys. Somebody out there is, and that's how the revenue is coming in. So I'm not here to debate whether, somebody should pay or should not pay for this blue check mark, but it's just the genius of the idea, both from, of course, Elon Musk at Twitter and Mark Zuckerberg from Instagram, allowing people to pay for it and getting that crown jewel of social media, which is a check mark in itself. And the Instagram revenue has increased rapidly in the past 2 years, and the pandemic drew more users and brands onto the platform, made an estimated $51.4 billion in 2022, and you can sure add another $10 billion to this figure for 2023, considering how blue check marks are going. And Instagram users, they are expected to reach 2.5 billion by the end of this year, and they have just been consistently on this path to more and more users. Now, I know there's obviously been competition with TikTok, right? With TikTok and Instagram have been going back and forth with Reels and short form content, and of course, YouTube Shorts in the mix. But this right here is the posting frequency. There was actually a very interesting report from 2023 just recently going over a study between TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts. Now, one of the things that I want to mention is that for the longest time, I've tried to explain to people that I was literally back in Europe back in October. I did a video back then. I talked about how most people that I saw in Europe were not on TikTok, but instead on Instagram, or at least on WhatsApp. They were one of the two apps. And that's where I think that you can't really compare TikTok with Meta, is because Meta is more dynamic. It's got a lot more applications under its belt, right? So we've got Messenger, we've got Facebook, we've got Instagram, we've got WhatsApp, we've got React, we've got a lot of different, so Oculus, there's a lot of different things that Meta is doing and can do that TikTok isn't even in the market for. So that's number one. And number two is that even though TikTok is gaining a lot of market share, right, when it comes to screen time, Reels and Shorts are not that far off. Like if TikTok were the only player in this sort of sector, only player in this market, then yes, it would have definitely been concerning. But if you take a look at some of the numbers for Reels and Shorts, YouTube Shorts, YouTube owned by Google, they're also coming up. They're also doing a lot better with short form content. So when you take a look at the posting frequency, and this is all from brands and companies, they were the ones that were being surveyed, you will notice that average number of videos per month, 7 on YouTube Shorts, which was one of the lowest, versus 16.5 on TikTok and 9.4 on Instagram Reels. That's per month by a brand or a company. Now, what's really interesting is look at the trend. Look at the overall trend. Just in June of 21, this was 5.4, right? And this was 16.15 for TikTok. Now then we saw a little bit of a dip in January of 22, but since January of 22, if you take a look at what's happened with TikTok and what's happened with Instagram Reels, we are seeing this, narrowing of this divergence. So if you can kind of see play out, you can see the TikTok here. Let me just go ahead and change that color very quickly. All right, let's just try that. All right, it's not working. Let me try this. Yeah, it's not working. But bottom line is that you are seeing a little bit of this narrowing path, right? You're seeing fewer and fewer videos being posted on TikTok, and more videos being posted on Instagram, as that number has gone up to 9.44. And for TikTok, it's come down from 20 videos down to 16 videos, and we are kind of shortening that gap. That's what I wanted to go over. Now, this right here is going to be the engagement rate. So TikTok versus Reels versus Shorts comment rate. TikTok does get a lot more comments compared to Instagram Reels, but that's not that far off, right? So 0.05% versus 0.09%. So yes, engagement is much better on TikTok versus Reels, but there's also more spam on TikTok versus Instagram Reels. And this right here is another one that proves that point, because the watch rate per video is actually higher on Instagram Reels when compared to TikTok. So if you take a look at the watch rate for TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts, Instagram is far ahead at over 13% average watch rate versus TikTok, which in certain cases is as low as 12.68%. For over 100,000, it's over 6% and 8.69%. It's only above in this category, but the average watch rate, so in other words, the videos that are being watched for longer is much lower for TikTok than it is for Instagram. And this also goes to show that, again, content-wise, there's less content on Instagram Reels to begin with, because TikTok has more content. That's why there's more likelihood or probability of spam pretty much happening, and as a result, people are on Instagram are more focused towards qualitative content, meaning that the quality of the content is much higher as opposed to less spam than compared to TikTok. So that's something I wanted to break down, because I know there's been this constant threat for Meta from TikTok, but I do still believe that over the longer term, I think the positioning is still good. And just with this blue check mark, they're able to pay for all their investments made towards AR, VR, augmented reality, virtual reality, metaverse, and whatnot. Because I know there was headlines about Meta spending over $10 billion in metaverse and the virtual reality and everything, and with just this one move, they're able to make back 80% of that cost investment once again. So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. I know there's going to be people who don't like Meta, and they're definitely going to comment on it. But, support level is going to stay put at roughly around $198, and resistance is going to stay put at $222 per share for the company. So that pretty much is the range within which we're right now kind of trading at. It is one of the best performing stocks in the last 6 months, and on a year-to-date basis, up over 73%. My fair value is obviously a lot lower than where it's trading at the moment, but I do still believe that it has more upside over the longer term. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it helpful. If you did, make sure that you drop a like, and also let me know down in the comment section below, what do you think about Meta and this new blue check mark and the $660 million revenue added to the company's top line. And don't forget, there is a 16% discount available for the Discord and the Patreon link down below, and the 60% discount available for the fundamental and technical analysis courses, the bundle that you can take advantage of, and the coupon code is going to be Easter. As always, happy investing. I'll see you all in the next video.